you have to be realistic about these things. The season is over, and we're not going to go up. We're not going to go down. So much rests now on how they start the beginning of next season. The ones that are still here, because they need to care then. They need to care from pre-season. I mean, I'm looking forward to pre-season to see a competitive match again, because they're sub-pre-season friendlies the last few games that I've seen. But yeah, there's too many people not caring. I think when they do the player of the season next week, I'd be really surprised if it's not Connor Jennings. He's had a great season. He's a solid technical player, but he cares. He puts his heart and soul into it and sweats blood for the team. Harvey Saunders, I heard you compared him to Curran the other day, but for me, that's enough. He got heart, he's got desire, he's got passion. There is a player in there. He almost lit the game up when he came on today, and just made a mockery of the lethargy that had come before him. He almost scored a couple. He was chasing down everything. But yeah, the only credit that I can give to the people on the pitch today are the ones that care, and there's not enough of them. Luke McGee cares.
With regards to Saunders, he's pretty much the only one that's got a bit of pace about him as well. Particularly if you've got a front two of Jennings and Norris, who individually have very good qualities, pace is not one of them. If you have a front two of Jennings and Norris, if you have Hawkes on one wing, and if you have McAleer and Regan Hendry as your two centre midfielders, yes, Apter has got pace on the right-hand side, but you can mark one player out of game. If you've got two players with pace, that is difficult to manage. And Tranmere are a very, very one-pace attacking unit, I think. And that's why Saunders works at times when he starts. And that's why I was surprised to see him. To be honest, he could have started left wing. Realistically, he could have played it ahead of Hawkes on the left wing. I think it was probably right to give Hawkes a start because he's just signed a new contract and we haven't seen him start much lately. But it's a very one-paced attack. And that is why I think we do struggle at times to either completely dominate games or to put games to bed. And I think putting games to bed has been a real problem.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's the double jeopardy of Apter and Saunders that works. Well, only one of them are going to be here. I think Saunders is under contract next season, isn't he? Or no, he's not. Or maybe neither of them will be here next season. I would offer a new contract to Saunders. On the basis of what I've said, that there's the desire, the passion, and he appears to be growing as a player. I think he's really important. How Luke Norris stayed on that pitch for 90 minutes, I've got no idea. I would have put Saunders on through the middle myself. Sam Taylor, what's he got to do to get a game? Not come off the bench again today. Apter playing 90 minutes again, unless they know something we don't. At this point, for me, Rob Apter, if you're going to start him, fine, but certainly should be one of the ones getting substituted to allow somebody else to have a go in that position on the pitch, because he's not going to be here next season. Nigel actually used the words in his interview after the game that these games were effectively the start of pre-season. Well, why are you starting with players that you're not going to have? Unless you know something we don't.